we're all. Let's see. There we go. I'm glad that the the app says that I need to update the URL stream.
No, Darwin just texted me that.
Oh. I was like, dang, that's a.
No, we don't have that level of error.
I was like, geez, this is gonna be a tough submit URL. Okay. There we go. All right, we're live. So hold on.
Woo!
Let's run this back.
Turn on the stream tonight. Short stories in the spotlight. Writers bring their best to light. The story central time. Breaking down the plots. Characters that fought. Twists that hit the spot. It's all here live tonight. Are you ready for some stories? In a live stream glory. It's the contest of the year. Writers have no fear. Catch the suspense unfold. Feel the tales being told. Critiques fair and bold. The truth will soon be known. Jawless from far and wide. Mysteries you can't hide. Every twist takes its own right. By these rules we abide. Are you ready for some stories? In a live stream glory. It's the contest of the year. Writers have no fear.
Wow. Greg Peterson, Tom Sherman here. I'm Tom Sherman. That's Greg Peterson over there.
We are back.
We're back. You are, if you're watching this, and apparently there is one person out there watching it, which is wild. This is the live stream hot epsilon test. So we're back insofar as, I mean, we're what, 3 days from launching? Well, we're launching a prompt out tonight. The contest will re-emerge Monday morning. The live stream will be back. Bolder, better, readier than ever. Greg the Egg Peterson next to me here, also known as Greg the Reader Peterson, Greg the Leg. He's a man of many names. How we feeling?
We're psyched. It's been 3 years, Tom. we knew we had magic, but now we might have an app to deliver it at some sort of scale. Speaking of which, the app, it says there are still 50 minutes until the live stream.
Wow. Well,
so the hot epsilon test
going well.
going very well.
I'm glad to hear it. 50 minutes until the live stream.
Yeah, what is your Clash of the Story Squad app say?
Well, that's a great question. Let's check our old mobular device. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I just get in the zone. You know what I mean? I just get in the old timey
with that tech.
Broadcasting. Yeah, you know, it's like, wow. Continue. Anyways, the mine says it's streaming now.
Oh, interesting.
And now I am watching the stream on my phone.
That will break your brain. Lydia, look away.
Look at that, folks.
That's fantastic.
So and look, that's how long our delay is. So Greg, remember that. This is how long our delay is. I'll wait until just for future when we have to hit the dump cycle button on the. Are you ready? This is 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 2005. We got a 5-second delay.
That's
Good
just
to know.
enough for the censors. Just enough for the
Perfect.
censors to catch this.
Perfect.
Keep us above water.
Perfect amount of time. So yeah, so at least 50% hit rate right now. That's pretty good. You know,
That's pretty good. That's
most
enough to launch. That's
that
enough
is
to
Hall
launch
of
right there.
Fame. That is Hall of Fame, depending on the sport you play.
Yeah.
Baseball, that's Hall of Fame stats. Basketball, I don't know. Is that a good shooting percentage in basketball?
Well, it depends on the position. Are we talking true shooting percentage? For a shooting guard, it's pretty good. For a
Okay.
three-point shooter, it's Steve Kerr on the Bulls shot 52% when he was on,
Wow.
like, so that's the highest ever. But
Okay.
for like a big man in the paint, not really.
Sure. Well, yeah, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
You'll get this
Um,
kind of analytics, but like directed at children's stories where it's really
sure.
intended to be
Yeah.
directed for this
Right.
program.
Right. Well, I would just say we're definitely launching 3-point shots out here. So I think 50% hit rate from Story Squad. You know what I mean? Like we're not Shaq in the paint dropping
Right.
buckets, but we are. Check this out. So I don't know. I wasn't able to generate stories on Storyflix from the 3 stories we got submitted last night from our developers. Unfortunately, I was very pumped to discuss those, watch those, and discuss those with you. But I do have one from a previous story that was submitted that I'd like to show you right now, and then
Let's do it.
we'll get our comments on it.
You've got to listen to me. The fate of our world depends on it, screamed Dr. Dactyl as he was dragged off the Senate floor by a pack of Veloci security raptors. Order! Order! Bellowed Majority Carnivore Ty Rano Rex. As the chamber quieted from the screams of the now devoured scientist, Senator Rex stared down his meaty nose around his spectacles with his DinoCorp arm extenders, TM, skin bronzed from a daily Dino Tan regiment. Gentle lizards, is there any truth to the claims of Dr. Dactyl that an impending meteor strike is being covered up by the government in favor of subsidizing DinoCorp lobbying interests? The panel of DinoCorp executives flashed beaming white, razor-sharp incisors from behind their leathery, Botox-smoothed faces, each throning a decisive, "No, sir." Finally, DinoCorp CEO Paka Kefalos turned his well-waxed bald head into the microphone. There is no evidence the bright object in the sky is anything more than a good reason to keep buying Dinotan. Session adjourned, roared Rex, as his tiny arms struggled to lift and slam an oversized gavel.
Wow. So Dr. Dactyl, I presume a pterodactyl, the scientist trying to warn the Dinosaur Congress of an impending meteor strike, only to be devoured by Velocity security raptors, and for the Dinotan Corporation panelists at the wow, there's a lot going on.
Straight to the heart of congressional oversight and the regulatory structure in this. Very three-dimensionally rich.
Well, and you know, this is actually perfect. So let's just let me see. Let me just pull up a how do I do this? I know I used to do this. Oh, here, we'll add this one to the stage. And we're gonna go to I was trying to pull up too many screens. It's classic. And this is why this is hot tip. It's the epsilon.
We have
So
not updated this, folks.
yeah, this is we're actually going to read through the top 5 sentences of the day for this one, because who knows what they were back then. Let's reset. For the folks watching at home who may or may not remember, this is called the Sussex County some more. And Sussex County, Delaware is a wonderful place if you've never visited. I learned this snack trick from a dear friend of mine who invented this at a bonfire in a cornfield one night. And so they were out by the early morning. They were out of everything except for a couple some more supplies and nacho Doritos, or nacho cheese triangle chips, excuse me. and
Triangle chips, folks.
triangle chips here. And so what you do is you put chocolate, marshmallows, and heat them up, and you mush them in between these nacho cheese flavored chips, and it's pretty good. Believe it or not, it's pretty good. So, anyways, that's what we're doing here. Our 3 marshmallows that we're dropping on our triangle chip are plot, setting, and characters. So, all right, Dr. Dactyl goes to Wanda Land. Um, we were saying the world was big. So, is that the setting or the characters? What say you?
Seems to me that it's some sort of hybrid, like the social complexity of the setting was there. I didn't get a lot of individual characters I mean, there was the Dino Tan's
Sure.
CEO with his leathery kind of villainous presence, but it was really the setting that felt so recognizable and also so strange. So I'd say in terms of the bliss point of a good story, which I think is the really tortured metaphor of the triangle chip here, is that if you nail all 3 of these, you're going to be left with a delicious imaginative experience.
A rich, delicious experience indeed.
Yeah. And
that's right.
So the setting seems to me to be close to that inner sanctum of storytelling perfection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. The setting was definitely strong. The characters, like you say, they were there. It just wasn't fully developed, and sort of the same with the plot. I mean, there was a lot going on, but you didn't really. I don't know. There, like, the action was there in the beginning. Something happens. This guy gets eaten, and then you're hooked.
What was the security force? They were
the Velasa Security Raptors.
The Velasa Security Raptors. That was a squad.
That was so. Yeah, so I guess it hooks you in, and then it kind of turns into this sort of political drama that I don't know. I'd say it was probably similar to the characters, where it was there. But it was really, it was the setting that was really driving the whole work of the story. I don't know. What,
I thought scientists as legislators? ? I have down on my sheet. That's not going to work.
Yeah, that's and that's why the Velocity Security Raptors showed Dr. Dactyl the door.
Yeah,
I believe that's
it was definitely an authoritarian regime. The government doesn't mess around with these testimonies. It was like the judicial branch for executions, like the police squad and the judicial branch and the legislative branch were highly efficient and centralized under this one kind of autocratic reign. We're like one uttering, and then boom, it was over for that whistleblower. So
right. Well, thankfully, the dinosaurs' way of life was extincted 65 million years ago, and we don't have to worry about anything like that. Right? We don't have to ever worry about anything like that happening to us good mammals.
Ever again.
I
thought it was clever about the one thing I liked was the bright something in the sky about the meteor. That was the one. It wasn't clear to me what the stakes were. I knew there was some sort of intrigue about corruption. And it felt to me like, because in my brain, I was trying to get the Dino Tan. Is this just some way of like getting no laws to regulate their profits? Because that was what the CEO was doing. But there was a mix between that, sort of the corruption of the Dino Tan, I don't know, like market leader that secretly probably runs this puppet government, and then the actual like existential threat threatening them and trying to take it serious. There was like a little bit of a Galileo or a Copernicus who's resisting things. And I wanted more. I mean, it's so hard because it's so complicated in one page, but sort of more about I want to know more about like the Dino Tan's like business model. Like what units do they have? Why is this meteor threatening to them? It
Well,
seems
how were they so able to easily capitalize on it? They've created an entire marketing campaign of apparently for Dinotan just based on this bright object that continues to get brighter. So that's you know I don't know how long it takes for meteors to be bright enough to swallow up the sky or whatnot, but it's a savvy large conglomerate nonetheless. It
it's
seems.
really dynamic. Like the marketing staff, like being able to like, we've got an
Right.
opportunity to triple our business with this meteor, doubling
Right.
this.
Yeah, exactly. How
More
are we gonna
dynamic.
you know what I mean?
I
Like
get it.
like
I get it.
there's been board meetings.
Mhm.
We're talking about like quarter Q4 shareholder profits are up thanks to this bright object in the
Are
sky.
any kids gonna
And
understand any of this banter? No.
probably not. Probably not. This is well, that's why it's clear the kid probably did not write that story. That's
No, but it's also clear ChatGPT cannot write like that.
uh,
That's strictly a twisted adult mind.
yes. Yes. And Lord have mercy on their souls, whoever that
Yes, indeed.
person was who decided to submit that story. Um
But
so
it's
anyways, yeah, you're on a watch list. It's fine. Uh
you're also probably on the top 3 list, which is
yeah, I mean
probably
you
worth it.
won. You
Yeah.
won today. So congratulations to that poor soul. All right, let's see. Let's run through these top 5 sentences. I'm actually going to make sure we have the updated prompt ready, queued up, ready to go, so that you know we can get this show on the road. All right, back. Add. Live streaming, folks. Gotta love it.
Nothing like dead airtime
Nothing like dead air time on a live
on
stream.
a live stream.
Hopefully, we don't share this live stream with too many people, but also hopefully it goes viral. Uh, one things could happen right now.
Yes.
All right, so that looks like it's ready to go. Here we are. Let's run through these top 5 sentences of the day. One of our favorite. Oh wait, I was on the wrong screen. All right, one of our favorite segments here on the Clash of the Pencils live stream. Let's see what we got here. Top 5 sentences of the day. Number 5, Ehud. Thank you, Mr. Marvin the Microbe, chemically secreted. Classic character Marvin the Microbe from our last run.
I'm transported 3 years into the past like it was yesterday.
Yes, for new viewers, there was a fan favorite. Turned out one of our submitters would write about microbes on Mars, turned into a viral fan favorite where people started taking Marvin the Microbe and transplanting him through multiple stories throughout the Story Squad universe. So thank you indeed, Marvin the Microbe, for that chemical secretion. All right, number 4, Emperor Buttons. The president gave them all the money he owned, and Jack and Clyde became the richest people in the world. Now, isn't that great?
That's a kid.
That is a kid. Or potentially a corporate dystopia where the president is the richest person in the world.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but no, probably the imaginations.
Whatever Jack and Clyde pulled was a heist.
It had to be good. It had to be good. Number 3 from Racontus. On one hand, it seemed like a state park scam. On the other, it made sense. You can't have people frolicking in algal blooms. Fun in a controlled environment was better.
Welcome to every EdTech before Story Squad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, if that didn't make you feel something, what will?
This app is the frolicking in algae.
Yes. There is so much algal blooms for you to frolic in. Fun controlled environments.
Nah.
We asked our developers for a fun controlled environment and it became an uncontrolled fun environment, but it's uncontrolled. I don't know. It's I'm just kidding. It's not our developers. It was planned design. Number 2 from Slice, the main town looked like a bowl of fluffy rice with streams like noodles squirming through, an orange egg sun warming the seaweed people below who throw snowballs, ice skate and make snow angels.
There he is. There he is.
Slice flexing that literary metaphors, creating a main town looking like a nice bowl of pho.
The orange egg sun warming the seaweed people might be its own like he was ahead of his time because Storyflex would do something with that.
Something would come out of Storyflix, and that's why we're excited to animate these top 5 sentences of the night as well. And all right, number 1 sentence of the night from a previous time, who knows when, from Ehud. Where is my mind? The algorithm queried. I never offered you to swim in the lake of rice. Wow.
What was this prompt?
This is what I was saying. I think this is from one of the last live streams where we were coming to the end of the prompt list, and it was like I don't know. We someone's got to swim in rice. You're swimming in swimming in a lake of rice. Write a story.
They went there. They went there.
And they went there. They followed us there. And trust me, folks, if Dr. Dactyl went to Wonderland and Ehud, Slice, Rackentooth, and Emperor Buttons followed us there, you can follow us there too with our next prompt of the night, our new relaunch of the contest. Let's see. You know what I need to do, and this is just a mental note. So I might as well record it on the live stream. Is there like a web app, a website that I can, so actually this is good to tell people. You can play on your iPhone or Android theoretically in the future when you're watching this. But is there a website they could go to too that they don't have to download the app? Because then I'd be able to like share that and so they'd see the gameplay. Because I don't really know how to display the next prompt that I'm gonna, see what I'm saying?
I see exactly what you're saying.
Or is there a way to put the gameplay in the app?
You have to ask Rick Rod. I have no idea what the state of web is. Okay. Theoretically, there is, but I don't think it's an MVP. We'll have to bootstrap something here for displaying the prompt.
Would the local wouldn't follow production, does it? Let me see. Oh, maybe
that might work, or an emulator.
Throw it in the emulator.
I still have no idea what an emulator is, by the way.
You and me both, brother.
If we can't launch, let's just use the emulator.
Just launch it in the emulator, and
it'll be fine.
It'll work. It'll emulate. All right. How do I get this screen to that screen? I'm gonna remove that. We're gonna stop that screen. Present. We're going to share a screen. And it's going to be that one. All right. Here's the next prompt. A mysterious carnival appears overnight, promising to make summer last forever. If you win all its games, do you take on the challenge? All right. So let me read that again like I've read it before. A mysterious carnival appears overnight, promising to make summer last forever. If you win all its games, do you take on the challenge? 1-page limit. So remember that, folks. There's a 1-page limit on these story contests. Wow, a lot here, Greg. The plot and the setting is sort of baked in as far as you've got some structure to work with. The characters completely up for grabs.
I also want to know what happens if you don't take on the challenge.
Ooh, wow, that's dark.
Well,
Maybe
the
maybe
challenge could have some unintended consequences. There's an ominous little flicker of what are the downsides here.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can go to a carnival and there doesn't even have to be, this weird sort of deal with the devil thing for an everlasting summer and playing those
I mean,
games.
we're both
There's a
taking the
downside.
challenge, right? Like, no kid is not taking the challenge, right?
I
Endless summer.
you know what I mean? But like, do you win all of its games? How many carnival games have you won?
None. Like, I have a zero batting.
you know, like I feel like you're right. I would take the challenge, but at the same time, the odds are just completely overwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Although,
throwing those like rings around those little bottles. Like that looks no. Oh.
but like maybe that's part of it where, you know what I mean? Like that's how they get you, right? Where, you win a couple games and then they're like, "Hey, you stop playing for a stuffed bear. I got endless summer here."
Yeah.
You
Well, I
know?
mean,
And then you're like, "Well, you're feeling your oats and might as well try."
yeah, you have a responsibility to all the kids your age to try. Try your hardest. And
And then even then, like if you get endless summer, could be bad. There's always unintended consequences, like you say.
this feels like an unintended consequence story. But you only have one page. I want to see what happens.
Fair enough. And one of the unintended consequences of a Faustian bargain I had with the devil once is that I have to host this live stream. So now with that, I think we can sign off. I have to I got to pick set the
There's a
winner.
button. There's a
Yeah,
Desmond
set the winner.
button.
I hit the button. I think I did. I hit the button. I hit it twice just to make sure. I hope that's okay. Um, I think I just clicked. We're on endless summer mode now. Sorry, Greg, I broke it. We now have to participate in the Delaware State Fair.
Can't wait.
Yeah. See you soon, Harrington. All right. Otherwise, I don't know. Any last words? How do we sign off of this?
Well, let's give a little more details. It's going to be the prompt is due Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. There will be a voting period where we announce the top 3 at 5 p.m. Sunday, all night through to Monday morning, when we will be back taking apart the top 3 and announcing a winner.
That's right. We'll be back better than ever. I don't know. Probably a little bit crisper. What do you what do you
Man,
think?
I doubt it. It's going to take at least a week. This is a tough
Woo!
go.
I feel great. We have 0 watchers on our live stream now, which is good. We've lost that one person, so that means we can finally
Exponential growth. Exponential growth from here. Infinite
get
growth.
out of here. So I'm ending the stream. All right, see you folks on Monday, 9:30 a.m. We'll discuss the top 3 stories of the weekend, and just have fun. I guess I don't know.
Avoid capture.
Holy cow! Yeah. Definitely.